What it do, Cripple Crew? It's time to get ready. Here comes your homie, disabled but deadly. Bring in the knives and gear that get you moist. In that signature, that sexy voice.
What it do, Cripple Crew? EDC with DBD, disabled but deadly, and welcome back to another Stabby AF Saturdays. And today, I want to use this Saturday to really stir up the pot. We're going to be talking about the best of everything when it comes to EDC knives. From best blade steels, budget and premium, to best blade shapes, lock types. We're going to be debating the top brands. Let's stir it up. I know you have an opinion, so make sure you voice it in the live polls. They will be changing throughout the live stream as we talk about all this stuff. Plus, we got new drops to talk about, including I had the wrong drop date on the special edition Xandros. Mine will be here Monday, according to the tracking, and I will be able to show it to you before it drops. I uploaded a video yesterday because I thought it was releasing at midnight, and in that video, I included a bunch of pictures of the Xandros, the new special edition that's coming out. And I told y'all that it was launching at midnight and it would be on sale this weekend. I was incorrect. The actual launch date for this and the new Wixco Ragnar, which I will have on Monday as well, is International Knife Day, August 24th. So, my bad for giving y'all the wrong date on yesterday's video. But we'll also talk about not just knife drops. I want to hear about your knife swaps. Let's talk about everything that's making the knife game pop. Okay, that sounded retarded. I just thought I'd try it out. It sounded like, Anyway, huge shout out to everybody who watches these on the replay. Even if you can't join us live, I truly appreciate you. And before I get to the chat, as you can see, as by the selection on the table, our first debate is best budget knife steels. So make sure you get your answers in while I roll up to the top of the chat. Henry G was the first one popping into both chats and stabbing that like button. Then my brother Mud, member of Cripple Crow Inc., dropped in badass emojis in both streams. Clint Crosby, what it do? Jim Miller, member of Cripple Crow Inc., what it do? We got Just Nate. What's up, homie? Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Scrolling. I said what's up to Clint Crosby already, right? Yeah, I did. David UTG. What's going on, homie? So the first question up on the poll is best budget knife steel. One of the options, D2. Been around for a minute. Once considered premium and used by a ton of custom knife makers. Scrolling. Blind Woo Fury, member of Cripple Crow Inc. What it do? The 14C28N Nitro V AEBL family of steels is definitely one of the ones that we see the most on budget knives nowadays. Trouble Bunny, member of Cripple Krew Inc. What it do, sis? What it do? 14C, probably the most widely used budget steel right now. But if you add in Nitro V and AEBL, the rest of his family, it's got to be the most widely used budget steel across the board nowadays. Dale Lane, what's going on? Is it not allowing you to see the poll? It should be visible in the mainstream. I can switch it to, I'm using the StreamYard poll. I can switch it to the YouTube poll because I see we've only had, let me see, one answer. So I don't think everybody can see it. I wonder if it's only showing in the vertical. Anyway, I'm going to delete it and I will switch it over to a YouTube poll instead. Because then y'all will be able to see this. Give me 1 second. What? Or which is the best budget steel for EDC, assuming proper HRC. I'll get caught up on the chat in a moment, folks. Oops. 28N / Nitro V / AEBL 154 CM or RPM 9 / SF. There. Now that poll should be going in the main chat. Y'all should be able to enter your answers. Somebody had answered once, but you're going to have to re-input your answer. The third option in that budget breakdown or budget throwdown is 154 CM, a steel I'm obviously a fan of since I made sure it was on my first budget collab. Old school rocker Mama Loot. I hope you are having a phenomenal weekend. She's at work, wanted to stop in. I truly appreciate you. Folks, if Mama Loot doesn't tag you, that's because she's at work right now. She's got to make that check. But don't forget to check out Homie Loot 10 Tax, aka New Breed EDC, as he goes live later today. Speaking of (14C28N), one of my all-time favorite knives, not just favorite 14C knives or favorite knife in this price range or favorite knife I got that year. Nah. The New Breed EDC Clydesdale. Oh, listen to that. One of my favorite EDC knives of all time. He will be live later on today. Much love, Mama Loot. Stephen Parks, what it do? I see we have a professor of all things bladed in the vertical chat, JF72. He obviously is wiser than all of us. Thank you for sharing such an insightful comment. By the way, bullshit is one word, but thank you for sharing that wisdom with us. I see that you have experienced knives from all over the world, thousands of them even, like everybody else in the chat. Like, hell, at least at least, well, much as we've given away so many, has to be 300 minimum over the last couple of years. But thank you. I obviously haven't caught up to your level of wisdom yet. I appreciate you for sharing that with us. Next time, do it without the space, though. Makes you look stupid. Let's go rolling. Do you see it now? Lone Star Cowboy Terry of the Day, the Cold Steel Tiger and Mini Recon 1 Spear Point, and the I gotta flash the other 154 CM knife I have out. Yeah, I love this. Even though you guys know I'm not a flipper only fan. This new, almost a new breed, Damn Designs Invictus is such a dope knife. This was the first knife I ever bought from Love Them Knives. Actually, before he started the website. And I still love this knife. I had this before the channel. It was my first Damn Designs. And one of my favorite budget flippers. 154 CM's the third option. And then the last option in the budget knife, our budget steel pole, is RPM 9 or SF11 from Artisan Cutlery, CJRB, and anybody who chooses to use it with the OEM to them. Man, if this had some nice jimping right around that, right there on the Ahab, it's enough you'd be able to roll it out. It's just so smooth without jimping that there's no way to build up the pressure you need. And the studs work perfectly. So it's not like it's not tuned perfectly for what it has. But if this was jimped all the way around, I could easily use it as a front flipper. But this was before front flippers were all the rage. Let's keep scrolling through that chat. I love D2, says Justin 8. 154 all day, says Dale Lane. Make sure y'all are hitting that in the poll. If you are in the vertical live stream right now, you're currently only seeing part of the mat. And you're not seeing most of the chat. So you can only take place in the live poll in the main horizontal live stream. That link is in the pinned comment of the vertical live, or you can drop down the description and you'll see it at the very top. But if you want to take place in our polling, make sure you bounce over to the mainstream where most of the Cripple Crew is. If you're just lurking and listening and kicking it in the vertical, I get it. But I want to let you know, to participate in this poll, we are talking about you got to be in the main horizontal stream. And what is up with the camera getting a little wonky? There we go. Let's scroll through that chat. Lone Star Dow Boy always got the loaded pockets. Always got a cold steel, of course. Do, 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 do. The saxophones are getting louder. That's not a vertical, it's a twilight zone. Got a Kaiser Mini Mystic, Mike Carter, and Ultim scales with a 154 cm blade, says my brother Mud. Monster Hunter, member of Cripple Crew Inc. What it do, homie? Oh no. David Giudici says, all I hear is banjos, and all I picture is deliverance. I am, my brother, I am. I hope you are as well. My favorite steel is what the Fairmonster Gladman DVD edition is. That would be 154 cm all day long. D2 done right is awesome. I agree. I'm not here saying any of these steels suck, but we're gonna see what the best is. Like I said, we stirring the pot, we stirring shit up. Boss Beast, my brother from a Dutch mother, what it do? Just in time, had dinner at mom's. I hope that went very well, brother. Both D2 and 154 CM had my vote. Silver Trails Outdoors, what's going on, homie? Good to see you. My brother B D, what's up, homie? Hey, remind me after the stream, brother. Shoot me a message on Instagram, please, after the stream, because there's something I want to chat with you about. So hit me up. One steel that I didn't put on there as a best budget steel option, and I could have, but we just don't see it often, and I do absolutely prefer the annealed version of Austin over regular Austin. Give me Austin A, but done right, and that typically means Taiwan, and so that typically takes it above budget price on a lot of knives. Now, can you get Demco and Cold Steel Austin A below $100 when they're on sale? Absolutely. And you can find it often. But other than Cold Steel, like, not very many people are using Austin anymore. So I didn't include that in our poll, just like 8CR, 9CR type stuff I didn't include in the poll, but just because it's not being used. And then the Austin A would be so specific to the Taiwan factory that I didn't include it. This Demco 8020.5 build right here, I want to say $75 into. No, this isn't one of the ones that was gifted to me by them. So I'm actually, but they did sell me this one while I was there, and I got this one at a discount. So I've got barely over $100 into this 8020.5 build, and these Flightanium scales feel so good in hand, and you know you got to have a Lynch Northwest Side pocket clip on an 8020.5. I'm gonna scroll through that chat. Ed freaking Durbin, member of Cripple Crew Inc. What it do? Ha ha, too cool to hate. What it do, my John? Good to see you, my brother. Today's carry always have the DVD edition in the pocket, County Common Maritac, ready for action on the belt, along with Teslong 18 and one multi-tool, the Roxxon Flex Companion, and a Marlin Spike. Loaded. I was fingering that DVD Gladman today, still smooth AF. You know it. You know it. I know you got some bougie taste, my brother, but you can't deny that when you go back, the flick is so satisfying. Ah, so they nailed it, man. Those multi-row bearings. This one is the oldest, most used, I'm sure, Glideman there is, because I got this before the drop. I've had this since January of this year as my beater knife. It was flicked by hundreds of people at Blade Show because I was showing them a new one and mine so they could see the DLC and feel it. And it's still perfectly centered. Perfect. Flick. Perfect. Okay, enough being my own fluffer. I'll take my 154 CM and CPM 154 all day long. I voted 154 for sure. That was B Shady and Mud. God, Jim Miller got the Voidico dipshit. I'm in a band in Alabama. Them banjos are for real. Scrolling. 3V and 20 CV from Demco. I agree. We're getting the premium steals. We are. In a moment. Austin done right good stuff. Zach Nod. What's going on, homie? Good to see you. Scrolling, trying to get caught up. William Hornbostel, the poll is a three-way tie. I remember Cripple Crew Week with them badass emojis. Good morning to you, my brother. Yes, you were. Because you got to see both of mine. The only person the only ones that got to see it before you were Fabster Run, who was the first person, period, to get hands-on with him. He got him a couple days before me. And then you saw him right after Mrs. Deadly and the Deadly Daughter. Cicero! Remember Cripple Crew Wink for 17 months now says, "Ho, keep in shape after all that fingering." You know it. Giggles, homie. Hey, it stays tight with that exercise. My apologies, ladies. We did not need to go there. But 17 months is a long time, and that gets 2 flags. And you know what? We will do it 80-20.5 a coot. No, we won't. We've been talking about this live, man. We will do this by the mic. Okay. Enough look at my own bean. We will continue. I'm going to check that poll. I got to pop over to here. And let me see it. No, don't end the poll. Pop it up. There we go. D2 and 14C Nitro V at both tied at 36% with 154 coming in at 27. Nobody giving Artisan and CJRB any love. It says toy like a toiga. We got 22 votes right now, folks. If you haven't already, stab that like button like you mean it. Please do so. It helps everybody to know that we are live. Also, if you're currently vertical and you want to take part in this poll, you got to bounce over to the main horizontal stream, which is in the pinned comment or at the very top of the description of this of the vertical live. That's where you can chat with most of the crew and answer the poll. That is the main stream. Or you can lurk in that vert if you just watching for some good looking knives. We will be ending the budget poll soon, and we will be moving on to a premium steel throwdown. Which we are going to have to separate premium steels into tool steels and stainless steels because there's only 4 answers. I can only have 4 options in a poll, and that's just not enough. Also, if you haven't, shoot your cripple carry and your cripple critter pictures to my Instagram because we will take a look at those later on in this live stream. And let's see if we have, I want to see where that poll is sitting at currently. 22 votes. 23, 24. Oh, 14C is pulling ahead. 26. If we get to 30 votes, we're going to end that poll and move on to premium steels. We need 4 more votes in our poll for best budget knife steels. Another one that I didn't include because we just don't see it often is N690. Now, this is not a budget knife, and nor is this a regular heat treat. This is a custom heat treat on a custom knife. It's just N690, and I don't have a whole lot of it. I didn't want to dig and try to figure out what I had in N690. So I grabbed this. But N690 is not very widely used. So I didn't feel the need to include it. We're at 26 votes and holding. We might actually call this first poll so that we can move on to our second. You know what? We got 14C at 42%. We got D2 at 31% and 154CM at 27%. My vote, personally, and I know y'all are going to be shocked by this. If I voted in the poll, I would vote 154CM. But you guys already know I'm highly partial to it because my first collab is in 154CM. Now, I have plenty of budget knives in 14C, Nitro V, and AEBL that I love. D2 is, I've had such phenomenal luck with D2 steel. I definitely wouldn't vote RPM 9. SF11 seems dope, but I don't have any of it. So I don't have enough experience. That would not have got my vote. I would have definitely gone 154CM, but it looks like 14C takes the win. Look at that. Look at that. New poll. Which is the best premium? We'll call it. We're just going to call it what it is. Premium tool steel for EDC. I'm not going to keep assuming proper HRC. We are just going to assume proper HRC. Oh, this is really, really hard. Do I lump all of those into one? No, I can't. Um, huh. I'm trying to narrow this down to 4, which is crazy. Crazy to try to narrow best premium tool steels down to 4. I'm going to tell you what I've got in it currently. We've got 3V. We have M4. I've got Rex 121 as an option. But I don't know, like, do I do 15V as the last option? Or an other, because of stuff like CTS. Well, that's not going to be one of the very best. Yeah, I got to put 15. No, let's do 15V in there. Okay, poll started. 19C27 is the next budget super steel. I've heard a lot of people are digging that. I have. So the new poll, we got 3V, we got M4, we don't have CTS XHP, but we have Rex 21 and we have 15V. I was gonna put CTS there, but 15V is the new hotness, and I decided to throw it in there. A new hotness. What do I have from other premium tool seals? Looking. So I wouldn't consider SLD Magic Premium. We got more M4. We got where'd you go? Where'd who go? All right, we got more Tree V in the shadows. What's up? What's up? That will be when we talk about premium stainless steels. Yes, plenty of MagnaCut. Just not breaking that out yet because we are currently voting on premium tool steels and not stainless steels. But welcome to the chat. Don't know that I've seen you in the chat before. Glad to have you here. You can't currently vote in the chat or see it, or vote in the poll, I mean, or see it, because you are in the vertical stream. Now, there's a pinned link, and if you drop down the description, it's at the very top, the link to the horizontal chat. The horizontal chat's where most of the Cripple Crew kicks it, and that's where you can see the poll and vote in the poll. So currently, we're talking premium tool steels, but we will be talking about premium stainless next. So that will include MagnaCut. So if you're going to want to be able to get MagnaCut in as your vote, or if you're looking to see some MagnaCut knives, that'll be in just a moment. Well, probably 20 minutes or so, because we want to get some votes in that poll. Currently, 3V and Rex 121 are tied at 30. Whoa, bam, M4 just came right back in. Oh, it's going back and forth, 13 votes. I know we can do better than that. While we got that poll rolling, I'm going to pop up The Instagram. Oh, by the way, we were talking the other day about the REO runabout truck. The new company building the truck that's supposed to be affordable, all that jazz. Yo, on the Instagram for the Real blog, they posted, just like we were talking, somebody was talking about in the chat, like a Baja version. It looks just like a Baja version of the truck. Really wicked looking. B Shade D says Mac 2 is back for a Shade Saturday with the Hail Mary Fixie by JB Creates the ABW. I believe that is the slip joint, the mini Hera 2 bayonet, the Nice Guy Machine Company side paints, the skull spicy lolly, and 7 Nuck, swirled dice, and of course Angry Tree Hank in perp and black burlap. B Shady's pockets are always loaded. Wonder if bikers are really leaving Sturgis with another stop before home. I've ridden back to Washington from Sturgis. Well, a campground not too far in one day. That was a long, long ride. Now we went not for Sturgis. We went 2 weeks ahead of time for a motorcycle event with a few thousand of my or I'd say close to a G note of my closest brothers, family from all over the world. But it was, we don't mess with, we don't like to ride in Sturgis. Too many bikers die because too many people don't know how to ride. Or, like, there's just so much traffic that it's always going to take people out there every year. So I have never experienced the Sturgis Rally proper. But trust that we have more fun anyway. Of the premium tool steels, as we have this vote going, I was about to look at the Instagram, but as we have this vote going, 3V was my first with this 3V Demco AD 20.5. No, it is not the place to learn to ride, and it's not the place, even if you've, like, say, I don't know, had your endorsement, but you're a weekend rider. It is definitely not the place to go show off your brand new bike that you don't have any experience on. So many people trailer to Sturgis and then try to ride in the insane crowds only to trailer home. I've never trailered my bike anywhere except for one time when I went down and I had a knife in a leather sheath, but it had a metal clip on my belt. And when I went down, that clip snapped and it gashed open my side about this long and about this deep. And I needed 19 staples. And it was storming and my club wouldn't let me ride my bike home. That was only from like 4 hours away. But so that's the only time my bike ever got trailered. It's definitely not the place to trailer a bike and then try to learn to ride it. But so many people do. Now, while we've got that poll going, my bike had been towed but never trailered. Yes, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. You know, things break down, stuff happens, and you might have to throw the bike on a trailer, but then that's towing it. That's not trailering it somewhere. I agree. We have a loaded carry from our brother Jim Miller, as per usual. Got the Kaiser Kobold 2, the Kaiser Groom Vixie, and the Kaiser Banish 5th pocket. That is 1/6 set of Kaisers. I love that Mad Yako Hank, and he's always rocking the badass vibrate pouch. Did I include a Ranger Eye in your win, Jim? I was supposed to have it. Did I put the Ranger Eye in your box? No, before the knives. We got to look at Clint Crosby's Sleepy Puppy. That's a sleepy cripple critter. We got all the paws crossed and all the paws touching, tucked behind the toy. That's one comfy critter. Just a ball of fuzz. We got a beautiful Kaiser Veritas and a Migueron from Clint Crosby. Awesome carry. And if you want to share your carry with the crew, feel free to send it to my Instagram. I was looking at a message. Let me get caught up. Yeah, that was a cutie pie, right? Fluff ball all foiled up. No, oh brother, that means I must have ran out. I know a couple of packages didn't get them. What I will do, brother, I got some more when I visited Bluminati. I picked up a few more. I've put some in packages already, but I will get you some. I will get you a DVD patch for your Viperade pouch. I'm carrying the Artisan Cutlery Gambit prototype and the Migueron Parism today. Hell yeah! Trio Phone! Member of Cripple Crew Inc. What it do? My Carrie Boston Porcupine, Agent 005, and my AFK Nuck I finally found again. Heck yes. That Agent 005 is a T-Cow. Love it. No Craft says, Magna Cut not good. You need adamantium. There we go. I want some Wolverine claw steel in my knives. I'll be about it. Heck, after multiple spine surgeries, I'd just be happy with the adamantium skeleton at this point. Like, just give me that and a healing factor. I don't even need the claws. I have enough knives. I don't know if it passed us. I heard the small, it's still cloudy outside. I'm really hoping it pours. Yeah, Fluff Master G, you know what I'm saying? Or Fluff Master D, I guess I should say. Let me check that poll. Folks, I hope you have voted. We are currently voting on the best premium tool steel for EDC, and Rex 121 is taking the lead. If you haven't voted, we've only got 16 votes. We don't have as many as our budget poll yet. But Rex 121 is taking the lead. Now, we didn't get any rain. I wonder if it went right over us. 17 votes. 3V trying to catch up. Yeah, BJD. Yeah, there's so many fires around us. And yesterday, uh, just a town south was another house fire that burned quite a bit. Man, I opened the door yesterday evening and it smelled like the fire was in our backyard. It was gnarly. It was so stinky. It's been crazy smoky here. The last couple of days were the first in weeks that we had decent air quality. But this area needs some rain. That's for sure. I think this has better action than any other Spyderco I own. It's not like I have a lot. I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, there's 5. There's 3 of those, 1 of those. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Spydercos. So I don't have a lot. But this one definitely has, the Ojimbo 2 definitely has the best action. Oh, one on your side too, huh? Awesome. It's great when the meth labs go up when there's already fire. Rex 121 is killer, but so expensive. I currently don't have any Rexes, any of the Rex steels, and I don't have any of the Vs other than 3V. I don't have any 4V, 10V, 15V yet. Oh, there's the thunder. Ooh, that was a good one. That was long. Yeah. I got this one in on a trade from Jake, Colt of Gary. He knew how high the Ojimbo was on my list. And it got this satin Lynch Northwest pocket clip that I picked up at Blade Show West just for it. This is, I think, my favorite Spyderco model that I owned. I'm trying to think of where else you can get Rex steels, and I can't think of anybody but Spyderco currently. I need to swap these Benchmade springs to some real springs. That's what I did on the last 2, and it made a massive difference before I traded and then gave those 2 away, depending on which one. This one will be in the collection for always. So I should upgrade these springs to some that don't suck. Lately, it's been the Micro Jimbo or the Merc out Para 3 lightweight that I have a Rex 45 blade swap on. Should count how many spider coat. See, that's what I said we don't need. We don't need lightning without a ton of rain. Now, this CTS XHP, and I didn't add that to the list simply because there's only 4 options and I wanted 15B on there. This has been a crazy edge holding steel for me. Now, it started for me with a great edge on it anyway, because when I traded for this, I had it shipped to Boston Blade Works so that he could put a fresh edge. Whoops. And it looks like it finally might need a little strop right in the middle. Or that was just me. No, that was just me. Because it's still scary. And I have used this Spyderco. I've used this one more than any of my others. Oh, I've had this sitting right in front of me because we were talking about M4. Had it right in front of me to flick. I put out the Jimbo in M4. I put out the Manix 2 in M4. I put out the Benchmade in M4 and ignored the PM2 Tonto in M4 that was sitting right there, just wanting to be flicked. I can't wait. I believe this afternoon, the backspacer and anodized titanium hardware set from Rip's Garage Tech will show up. And then I don't know yet what else this build needs. Once it's got scales, the clip, the anode tie hardware, the backspacer. I mean, unless I was to find like a matching fat carbon wave feature or something to put on the blade. I don't know what else to put on this. We really, really, really need a Para 3 Tonto. Agreed. You'll be able to in just a moment, Boss Beast, because we are about to close the best premium tool steel for EDC, and the winner is, with votes coming in right at the end, Rex 121. So now I'm gonna do another one for best premium stainless steels. Buzz B sending the biscuit. Drop the biscuit. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I really do. Here's a Tonto salute. K Kim, what's going on? Apparently, people have not used 15V. That is true. I haven't used 15V. And it's so new. If it was more widely available and more people had it, it possibly would have been higher. I don't know. Best premium stainless steel for EDC. Slash. Okay, and then we also need, okay, I haven't messed with it, but I'm going to put this up down there. Man, this is hard to limit to 4 options. Well, we might have to do a whole net because I don't even have the S's in here. Let's see, what's the 4th option going to be? And then we're going to have to do another one. You know what? Let's just do this. I can combine these. And I can make this I can't combine those. We'll do that. And I'm not adding Magnamax because it's too new. But new poll up for the best best premium tool steals. The Goodbyes Beast with that Scooby snack. This one especially will never leave the collection, as this was a Grail gift from the Deadly Daughter. I'm going to move some more stuff out the way now because we got a new poll going. Let me put it away, put it away, put it away now. Put it away, put it away, put it away now. Just put it away, ninja. Let's put out some 20 CV, some Magna Cut. We'll put these away. Such good acoustics on that one. Let's grab another Magna Cut. This is another knife that truly benefited from a spring upgrade. We got S45. We got M390, M390 20CV, and CTS 204P are all grouped together because they are all basically the same steel. It just depends on who's making it. But that's why those three are grouped together. And then the S30V, S35VN, and S45VN are grouped together. I did leave out Spy 27 and so many steels because I only had 4 options. What it do, Justin Pauly? Recently picked up the PM2 because the blade grind is so sick. Yes. You must be more of a military 2 sized person. My brother War Room has multiple PM2s. His hands are larger than mine. He wears like a 2X, 3X glove. I wear an XL. And he just got his first military 2. And he said it fit like a glove. He didn't realize that the PM2 was a bit small for his hands until he held the military 2. For me, the PM2 fits just right. I don't have a military 2 yet, but I love the PM2. Don't know about 15V, but I know I can absolutely sharpen 3V to an absolute screaming edge and still pry with it. I love 3V. I do. Rex 45, says Justin Pauly. Rex is a great steel, only a biatch to sharpen. Mick effing Ranger, member of Cripple Krew Inc. What it do? We're stirring the pot today and talking about the best. We're doing live polls, and make sure you check that out. Put your answer in because we're currently talking about best premium stainless steels. I understand I have 780 20.5s, but only one is absolutely a keeper. 3V OG Perp Karenite scales, Lynch and said Stevie Clip, etc. Word, brother. Yeah, that's the one that you gotta own. Oh, word. Got you. There, you're right. The only other one that you know of for X45. Thank you, Justin Pauly. That makes sense. I forgot they had some of it. Love all those, but 20CV has to be my favorite. Second Magnica, third 90V. Never experienced Spy 27, 15V, 110V. I don't have any of those three either. I have my collection of S90V is growing. But I don't have any 110. And no, I've never experienced 4V, 10V, or 15V, and no Spy 27. Massive fan of the military too. Got the colors. That's the one. I want to pick that up so badly. Got the Krew Carta PM2 myself. Ooh-wee! I didn't even put Krew Air as an option. I forgot. I should have. The Cobalt 2 is in 4V. Yay, yay. Have a Chickadee in 4V. Yeah, I can't count any of the custom heat treats. That stuff is so gonna be on another level compared to a mass heat treat 4V. Does that Kaiser 4V? Does it hold an edge for a pretty good time? And I know it's going to be tough. That pole is sitting. Right now, Magna Cut is the clear leader. Clear leader. We will see how that goes. Let that go for a little while. Should jump on. I know that 169 is such a stupid deal. And I am a big fan of CTS XHP. I have. Whoop, boy, bro, you can't lay that close, buddy. You know Daddy moves too much during the live. I'm gonna be going to that toolbox. If you lay that close, you're gonna get ran over, buddy. Yes, I love you. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to come here and say hi? Come here. Come here, bud. Say hi. Yeah. See, my daddy just ran me over. Oh, you're gonna look away? Hey. Yeah, hi, buddy. Hey. He wants to see them. Oh, they want to see those eyes. Yes. Wiggle bud. Come here, Twigs. Come here, buddy girl. You can lay down and look away from the camera too. Crossbar gang, right over left. Right over left, crossbar gang, what? Yeah, that's good dogs. Yeah, that's good dogs. Daddy loves his puppies. Yes, you too, buddy. You too, buddy. That's my good doggers. That's my good doggers, yes. Yes. As you can see, these are very, very neglected puppies with their beds. Let's see, he has a bed in 3 rooms. She has bed in 4 rooms and a garage. Yes, but you put the camera on her and she's like, oh no, I'm such neglect puppy. Puppy's so neglect. Puppy's so abuse. Yeah, I know. Rough life, huh? It's tough being a dog. puppy soa booze. All right. Let's get back to the knives. And that camera's probably all wonky. Actually, not too bad. There we go. I'm back. They chilling. Bo show. And Dom. What it do? Remember Cripple Krew? Good to see you, homie. Love my McBee. I don't have a McBee yet. I do think it's dope. I think it's a cool knife. I just don't have one. But I love CTSX HP has truly impressed me. And if I had the funds to jump on that military too right now, I would. 169 is a stupid deal for that much Spyderco, that much CTSX HP, that big old compression lock. And it's the DLC version, which even sexier. It's a stupid price that I would be all over. Yeah, the bumpers chilling. Over 2 years was one sharpening. I love to hear it. M390, my favorite for leather working, especially hollow grind. Ooh, yay. I have M390 with some really sick hollow grinds that does do very well. One of my favorites, or two of my faves, are right here. The DC Blades Ceto, or this isn't, the Ceto in M390 with a wicked compound ground clip point. Don't see that very often. Nice hollow there. A little bit of a late detent, but phenomenal action. It could do without the flipper tab, but the reason that it is such a large flipper tab is to provide a very good finger guard for thrusting. That was intentional. And then another one that's nasty sharp, hollow ground M390 is the Usurper. I mean, the flat section's wicked sharp too, but the hollow is woo. This is a screamer for sure. Very exciting week coming up with packages. The Vision FG, Usurper, and DLC, and a new Vosti top liner lock. Oh, that's a good week. McBee was my second premium Spyderco ever bought. I went Tenacious as my first. Found out the line China, USA, Taiwan, etc. Bought my first USA Para 3S45 and immediately bought a McBee. Nice. MK Ultra, what it do, sis? Miranda Keith lurking and spending time with the kids. I'm glad to hear it. Member of Cripple Krew, of course. I'm glad to hear you've got time with the kiddos. Folks, if she doesn't tag you, it's because she's doing the most important thing in life, and that's spending time with the kiddos. It's not because she don't love you. That's because she's a lurking. Cutlery shop, homie. Let me pull it up. I'll share it. Come on. Oh, here we go. It didn't want to launch. It's thinking. Hello. McFly. I'm sure one of the mods has probably already dropped it by now, but here we go. No. And it is. I said exclusives, fool. Man, they still got the Lil Native too for 150. Oh, that's such a great price. Oh, I stopped and I was looking at it for a second. Here it is. Military to CTS XHP 169. This is not an affiliate link, just the spot to get that awesome blade. Usurper truly is a badass knife. Faux show. California conservative, what's up? Been on a Spyderco rampage recently. I can't remember if I have or not, homie. I saw. Nah, I'm gonna need you to shoot me a link if you got it. Go Bunny. I have a holdout next HP. I think some tie lights too. What it do, homie? Let's check that poll. See if MagnaCut's still killing. 26 votes. MagnaCut is 30 votes. MagnaCut still the far and away winner. Been interesting. So 14C won the budget steal. And then it was Rex that took the tool steal, right? And then MagnaCut for stainless, premium stainless. Love you, Mud. Have a great day, brother. Now, we're going to do a poll that might be a little more divisive. Or I know, again, this is not an exhaustive list. But our next poll is top import brand for premiums under $300. Best premium imports under $300. Let's shake things up a bit. So, we have on the board Monster. We have. Hell, do I have any premium Kaisers? It's funny, I threw out brands. I don't have premium Kaisers. I don't have. I'm trying to think. I don't have any KB right now. I've reviewed a ton of it. I love KB. I just don't have any. And I have a bunch of Tenable, but I gave away my last concept. So we're just going to throw out some other pretty premiums and let you guys vote on that poll. What else do we want to put out? Because you know what we are going to do? Yeah. What I have instead of, there we go. I'm going to show you a couple of brands that are coming hot for Kaiser. I mean, they're not going to get as big as Kaiser. They're coming hot for those guys at KB, stuff like that. On the Edge, EDC, remember Cripple Krew Wink? What it do? What it do? Be shady. We're going to have to do another one. There is going to be another poll after this one because I want North Mountain Blades. I want Katuo. I want Molsect. And Geoknife to get voted on. These are all up and comers. Well, Katuo, I guess I should have put Katuo in this one. Can I edit the poll and put Monster in the next one with the up and comers? Can I edit this poll? No, I can only end it. I should have put Katuo in for Monster because that would have, man, that would have been all K's too. How did I miss that? 16 votes with concept pulling away. We're going to redo this poll because I want to see exactly how this poll looks with Katuo in it. So I'm going to redo that poll. I know you guys voted, but we're going to redo it. Best premium import under 300. And we will go. We'll put them in alphabetical order or alphabetic order. That is absolutely not. Okay, it's the Battle of the K's. Here we go. Restarting that poll. Battle of the K's. Wait, titanium milled American flag on a fin rear? I'm out. Titanium flag, the American flag on the ABW Fixie? Ooh, I'm all over that. I think that is one of the sexiest slippies I've ever seen. American flag on a Chinese knife? I can't do it. I can't do it. I've worn the flag. And I just I can't bring myself to carry it on something that's not American. Yes, it is. He helped push me over 1K back in the day. I'm glad Sever's over 3 because that homie deserves it. Yeah, if you're not familiar, he is such a hustler. I am so impressed by everything he is doing. And his designs are phenomenal. I need a KB get some. I need a get some. I love concept, but I think Fair Monster would be better for utility. I'm gonna switch Fair Monster. I'll put Fair Monster on the up and comers list next. Scrolling. I haven't messed with Nightclad yet. I've reached out to them. I've chatted with them a bit, but I haven't received any samples. They look cool, but I haven't messed with them yet. Well, yeah, there's so many of them, right, Trouble Bunny? Jesse checking in from the website. What it do? Good to see you. All right. I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day at work and a great weekend, Mama Loot. Much love. Boz Beast, my brother from a Dutch mother, is going to get a Geo knife salute. He says 8 months with the crew, not a second wasted. And we're going to use our brother Fabster Runs Geo knife Noxes for your acoustic salute. By the mic. Oh, such damn good acoustics. And best import crossbar action I have felt. Hands down. I love this knife. We will have Geo in the next bunch. But thank you for the support, Boss Beast. So awesome, brother. Glad to have you here. Want the SLD Magic Recon Tonto? Yay. Yeah, and that's why it's important whenever following new accounts, especially if you see those pushes during a live stream. Make sure that you watch something on the channel, even if it's just a short. Hit the like button and leave a comment. That way, the sub sticks a lot. So that factory, technically, Geo owns the factory, is the actual OEM for KB and Kubi, but the OEM work contracted through Kubi and KB, all at the same factory that you see the Geos coming from. And I have had so many awesome Kubi OEM'd community knives, whether it's Devos, Tempests, new breeds, a lot of awesome OEM work coming from them. Check that poll real quick. 5 minutes And wow, put Katuo in there and it did change it up a lot. Concept was running away with it. Running away with it. Until we put Katuo in there. That changed things up quite a bit. We're gonna need a few more votes on that because it's very close right now between Katuo and Concept. I have to say that the Katuo Reich factory and it does some of the craziest stuff. Their engineers are insane. And I love that they use the Reich line to show off just what they can do. And then the Katuo line to take that stuff and put it into EDC friendly packages. And now working with designers like Sever 7 and Wicked Dream Designs. Oh, just pure fire coming from Katuo. I cannot wait to get my hands on the Villainous and even more the Allura from my homie Billy, Wicked Dream Designs. While we let that poll run for a couple of more minutes, I'm going to check and see if we have any more. We do have a few pictures, it looks like, to share with the Krew. William Hornbostel has an op striker on the way. Ooh. And is showing off a sick win from Rob's Nerdy Knives. That is dope. Why didn't I click? There we go. I should have just done that. Oh, hell yeah. Trouble Bunny. Oh, stitching and prepping to open Etsy tonight. Oh, look at that, folks. You guys have already seen my insane notebook that she did for me. This custom notebook cover is so awesome. I absolutely love it. And I look forward to this developing a patina as I carry it and use it. It's become my main book. And we've got, let's see, that's a Tuya up there. That's that Kaiser Jonathan Styles, a little slippy. We got an EDC Bloom. We got a QSP Hedgehog and some leather tools. Folks, she's going to be selling these. I mean, you could already custom order one, but she's going to be having a drop on the Etsy shop soon. And there's going to be several. Some are hand tooled, like that one that you see on screen. Some are lasered. Some are maybe a combination of both, but absolutely check out what she is doing. Miranda Keith. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. We got Kittles and we got that Grandpa Poppy. Awesome to see. We don't see Miranda Keith's face very often in pictures. That's awesome too. But look at that puppy. He's so happy to have mommy home. My brother Boz Beast with the Trivisa Scarab Wicked Blade. We got a Demco AD20 and the Pharaoh Monster Glideman DVD edition. Look at those Lynch Northwest Side clips. Hell yeah. Like twice the price for him to get them out there in the Netherlands. And ooh, Sean Batts, look at that sexy AF. Blade HQ exclusive, Spyderco PM2 Tonto. We've got the Damascus Brazen. That's the update. That's the upgraded Brazen, right? Multiple flowers of the. I don't remember. I've never had the Brazen. I've handled it. I've reviewed it. I've never owned it. We got a Wicked T-Cal, and is that the DP2? Ah, beautiful set. Loaded pockets. The Cripple Krew always has the best pockets. That's faux show. The Tonto Avid 3 does look really cool. Yeah, that tie looks, or the Avid 3 looks really dope. The Soulstone, man, I got to review that through the pass around. And the Soulstone is one of just the gnarliest community knives ever. Talk about a hand-filling knife and a wild morning. I love the Soulstone. Love the Soulstone. That is one that I would love to add to the collection at some spot. Be a tough choice between Krew and Best Deck for sure. Robert Willoughby, what it do, homie? Make sure you answer in the poll. Yeah, I have both Griffins, the Budget, and the Budget Griffin is so good. It really is. Yeah, Bearded Doom did a sick job with that Soulstone. Oh, time to go back to work after a 3-week holiday. I get you, B Shady. I get you. And being able to support community knives is always a big goal of mine. That's one of the reasons I love showing off the Usurper, is because I love repping my homeboy Sever 7. Let's check the poll. We're going to end this one. And it looks like little change at the end. 23 votes. We need one more vote. Concept and Katuo are tied. We need one more vote in the poll to see who's going to win as the best premium import under 300, starting with the letter K. Or we might just end it as a tie, but you know what they say about a tie? Like kissing your sister. All right, there we go. End poll. Oh, we got 2 votes. We had 1 vote, and then we got 2 right as I hit end, and it ended up as a tie. What is up? Dwayne F. and Letterman, good to see you. Right at the last second, we got 2 votes, and it ended up as a tie anyway. That was funny. Sever 7. Been talking about you, homie. Remember, we could be having a killer day today. Oh, wait. Not remember, but that's cool. I don't know why I said this. But we've been showing this off. Good to see you, homie. Good to see you. You know what? You know what I want to do real quick? Why don't we do one of these? Before we do the next poll, let's give away 5 memberships. And let's see who's going to get them. We got Adalus, Roots, J Hall, Iron Butter Knife, and Mr. Sheridan. Man, I was really hoping that would go to somebody in the chat. I was hoping that one of them at least would go to somebody actually in the chat right now. But so it goes. You never know what you're going to get with those rolls. I am going to start another poll. Let's see. All right. We have a new poll going. If you below the chat, if you go to the little dollar sign, it should have an option for giving away memberships, homie. Boss Beast dropping the happy poop. Jules gift. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. We'll give a little bit of a mole sec flick for you. And let's see. Jim Cox, member Critical Inc. What it do? Says Miguron. I don't consider them up and coming anymore. I consider Miguron right here and in our face. Like, I consider them here with like the concepts and the Kaisers. Not as big as Kaiser, obviously. But like Miguron is here. People know him. Man, they are. They are. Another one is tack knives. We can do premium, or we can look at budget imports as a category. Got to pick out a few, and one requested a few new variants. Ooh! Gonna be sexy. This DLC is already off the chain. I can't imagine what it's gonna look like with a mirror. You are in. What it do, homie? What it do? So glad that he's bringing those back. I've given away 2. Why are you in his bed? You little turd burglar. Wigglebut's in Saint's bed right now. Kicked him out of his bigger bed. Yeah, one of my favorite neck knives. The Mini Marlin is such a good knife. Everything Tack Knives has done in the last couple of years has been awesome. Yeah, you have been asking about that for quite a while. No way, homie. You know I love you, brother. CGRB Crag is a big cleaver. What it do, Sean McDonald? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. I'm going to see how that poll is looking at the moment. It'd be cool if they have some of them available to look at least at Blade Show West. Are you going to be at Blade Show West ever? Are you working the Couture or KB booths? I'm sure y'all already heard, but this is the first Blade Show that Bear Monster and Wixco will be attending. And it's a Cripple Krew takeover because they've asked Mrs. DBD and I to represent Bear Monster Wixco in Salt Lake City. So it's going to be a Cripple Krew takeover. I have recruited one helper from the crew already. I will announce that later when I've got my crew set up. But Cripple Krew takeover at Blade Show West, October 9th and 10th, Salt Lake City. You're going to want to be there. Trust. Budget brand I'm most surprised with is Shoesies. Not afraid to experiment. Yeah, they look like they've got some wild stuff. My neck knife is a half-faced human, but clipped on overalls. That makes sense. That makes sense. Not able to make this one. Hell yeah. I get it. I get it. I'm lucky to be able to make it after going to Blade Show Atlanta this year. And once again, it's because we there representing for Wixco Fair Monster. Oh, I'm hoping that they get a booth for Blade Show Texas next year. So Blade Show Atlanta this year, because there's waiting lists for Blade Show. For companies to get into Blade Show, there's waiting lists. There's only so much space. And there's only so much, especially if you're trying to do a large space for a double brand. So this year they got approved for Blade Show West. And then they just found out last week that they were approved for Blade Show Atlanta is what I said. So we were at Blade Show Atlanta in June. And then they found out last week that they were approved for Blade Show West this year. And they hit us up right away because their team can't make it. But finally they're in Blade Show West and they're on the waiting list for Blade Show Texas. Would be really cool if in March I'm able to attend my first Blade Show Texas. Anyone going to the Ancient City Continental Show in Florida? I think KB makes the best basic frame lock of all companies. They have that shit dialed in. Yeah, they do. I haven't seen you get some, but I have seen a lot of their others. The misdemeanor class B. Yeah, that's available. Pre-order is up. That is a sexy looking knife. Staying across the street, we'll have to do dinner too. We'll be hanging out with Ken Faulkner. Oh yeah, I got to see Ken at the last Blade Show. It'll be good to meet you at this one. Beekeeper, man. Remember Cripple Krew? We didn't get to see Beekeeper. No lie. So I was. It's the new Texas herb laws are absolutely stupid. Like you might as well switch to fentanyl as far as for the legal punishments, right? Might as well grab. I'm not okay. For the record, I am not advocating for fentanyl use or drug use of any kind. That was a joke because Texas is going so crazy over herb, just like it was an insane, crazy drug like fent. Oh man, Canard, What it do? What it do? We got a live poll going, homie. We've been debating all day long right now. So the first debate, the Krew's #1 top budget steel for blades ended up being 14C/Nitro V or AEBL. The top premium tool steel voted on by the Krew was Rex 121. Magnica ran away with premium tool steel. Or premium, stainless steel. Magnica ran away. Then we did a vote for best import brands under 300, starting with the letter K. And Concept and Katuo tied. Right now, we've got best upcoming import brand, and I don't know why I'm flicking. I say upcoming import, and I'm flicking one of the most well-established American knives ever. But we are talking about Monster. We are talking about Geo Knife. We get a bit of Molson. Oh, listen to them. That just sounds so nutty. That's the Molsec Mantle and North Mountain Blade. Got North Mountain Blade up in there as well. Trying to see what the Krew's, which up and coming brand the Krew thinks is the best. And then the next poll, I think, is really going to stir it up. Doesn't it? We might have a little crack epidemic right now in the Netherlands. Yeah, here we go again. Oh. Even when it's not by the mic. And I love that the acoustics are great on the open and the close. This Molsec Mantle has really impressed me. It is such a girthy boy and so comfortable to use. Plus, it's just, you can't stop flicking it with those acoustics. And the acoustics on the smaller 808 are still nice. But without that full-length backspacer, it doesn't have near the ring that Mantle does. For a fifth pocket and regular EDC, this is a pretty damn good combination right here. And one that I have been carrying a fair amount of and can actually recommend. Frame locks that I can easily manipulate left-handed don't come around very often. Get that front flipper. It's so perfect. My far less talented left hand can do it easily. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, money. And you can't lock yourself out on this one. Oh, so easy. Every method of deployment. And of course, North Mountain Blade with the wild San my SLD magic. Got a Ned Foss Cougar with 14C that I really enjoy, as long as I got a Band-Aid handy. I do not have an N7, homie. I have the N1, which I thought I grabbed. If I had grabbed it, I probably would have thrown numb knives in there instead of Geo or Molsec. I probably instead of I don't know which one I would have thrown. Molsec's only got a couple of them out right now. So I probably would have thrown numb knives in there instead of Molsec if I had thought about it. Because the N1 is so good. And I love the other models as well. But the Cornerstone was my top grail because this was the first pinch lock. And I love the ergos on this. Yeah, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. We will end this one. And Farrah Monster takes the win. I like to see it. I like to see it. I love to hear it too, because that's what I'm going to be representing at the Appalachia West. Let's do B-roll. There we go. New poll. We call this the Sever poll. So for me, I haven't experienced Null or Arcane. Between Vero and Berg, what I've experienced, even though the Vero stuff is nice, I would have to go Berg Blades. Berg Blades has more models on my grail list. And the ones that I've reviewed have just been insane. So on that poll, if I could vote, I personally would vote Berg. Dude, isn't it so hard right now? I mean, and that's a good thing. I love that we are spoiled for choice in this golden era of knives. Never have we had it better. The only problem is budgeting for all of them, right? It's not a problem that there's so many on the list. It's only a problem that we don't have enough dollars to cover them all. Because like just from that list right now, there are Barrows I would add to my collection. I would love to check out Null and Arcane both. They both have knives. Like the Voodoo. Love to have one. Love to have one. Same with Arcane. Berg Blades. The Sweeney, the Mini Sweeney, the Barber. I love the Butcher. I love the Tick. Yeah, that's the hardest part. I definitely don't have a problem. Burning Stables Forge, member of Cripple Krew Inc. What it do? Hope you're having a killer weekend so far, my brother. We have been doing live polling all day long, and it's been interesting to see the results. Not a knife problem, just a money problem. I 100% agree. Absolutely not a knife problem. Are you going live at the regular? What time are you going live, Clayton? Yeah, numb knives, not just the knives themselves, which have all been OEM'd by Riot and very high quality, not just the wicked new pinch lock or even the cool designs that Nick's coming up with. I am all in on this company because of the family behind Numb Knives. I finally got to meet Mrs. Numb at Blade Show Atlanta and Numb daughter, who was a sweetheart. And Nick and Lindsay are just phenomenal people that I highly support. Not today makes sense, brother. Makes sense. I gotcha. Gives us more time for polling because the next one I think is going to stir up a little bit of shiznit. Stir up a little bit of shiznit. We shall see. Currently, Vero running away from it, but we only have 8 votes, folks. But Vero is running away. You still here, Krew? Get your votes in. Gotta get them votes up. Current top of the list grail. Mine is the RT Scepter. Mine's currently a 3-way tie. Mine is currently a 3-way tie. And I have 2 of them here. The XM18, the Nkosi, and the Demco 8022. 3-way tie for top grail right now. Demco was at the top for the longest with an 8020, American made 8020 of some sort. After checking out some and the 8022, the 8022 made it to the very top. But these knives have come to the point where they equal. Sank, come here, bud. Wiggles, give him his bed. Come here, buddy girl. Get in your bed. Wiggle back. Hey, that's his bed. Get out of his bed. Don't be a bully. Bully? Sank, come here, buddy. You can have your bed back. You don't have to go all the way to bed, buddy. Here you go. Lay down on your bed. No, on your bed. I don't want you right on me. Lay down. Otherwise, I'm going to run you over. Good boy. I got her out of your bed for you. You're fine, Wiggle Butt. You're fine. Don't give me that booze look. I'll give you a blankie. I'll give you a blankie. There you go. You can look abused under your blankie. Oh, cover up your booty. Gotta cover your booty. Love you guys. But yeah, that's my current top grails. I kicked you out of his bed and he just gave us bed back up, Wiggles. What's that about? I need an XM18 and an Nkosi more than I ever ever thought I did. I personally thought that the Nkosi's time in the Holy Trinity spotlight should end until I actually freaking spent time with this. Berkeley Serico, my brother, how you doing today? How you doing? Hell yeah. CRK is probably next after my hiatus. So I think this next one will be pretty easy. I don't think this next poll, I think I know the results of this next poll before I do it. We're going to end the current poll, and Vero, Sever 7, Vero won out. Interesting. Very, very interesting. This one, I think I know the answer to before it even starts. Start the poll. All right, I put up 4 brands. Choose the one that needs to go. Gotta go. Gots to go. Choose the one that does not belong. We are going to put out CRK, Chris Reeves, knives. We are going to, we're going to put out. Let me grab some knives. We are going to grab to represent American-made Demco. We're going to put it Demco 20.5. We're going to grab, you know what, we're going to flip these boys around so we can show off the scale of the Hinderer. And we are not going to grab a Strider because I don't have one. So that's what we're going to throw up on the screen to represent. Folks, if there's anybody lurking in the vertical stream and you would like to vote in these polls, you're going to need to move to the mainstream. That link is pinned, the current pinned comment of the vertical, as well as it is at the very top of the description. If you drop the description down, the only way that you can vote in the polls and chat with most of the crew, plus see the entire match, is to be in the main horizontal stream. Be Shady. Be Shady's not a Hinderer fan, huh? Don't like the chunkiness, or Cat Scratch. What it do, homie? What it do? Real goals, like real Grail Hinderer, is a non-flipper XM18 Sheep's Foot or Warney. Even though I would take any of the blades, the Sponto I love. I'd do a slicer, especially with a hollow grind. Like, there's not one I would turn away, but True Grail wouldn't have a pain. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing how soft Strider has been running their steels. Strider's the only company on the list I have yet to jump on. No plan soon unless one jumps in my lap for some reason. I don't mind Hinderer, softer than I would like, but there's no hate. Word. This definitely a beefy boy. This feels more elegant for sure. Whoops, that was me. More elegant for sure. Wow, this feels like I want to punch through car doors and cut down Terminators and stuff. Lurking and voting. I appreciate you, brother, and I hope your weekend is going phenomenal. Maybe I've got a tentative trade that I'm working on for an XM18. We shall see if it works out at all. But would love stolen by Valor Strider blows goats. Yeah, I would rather. I would rather the North Mountain Blade BB&M. Such a phenomenal knife. I don't have mine anymore. I want to get the new Tiger Stripe S35BN version, but I would rather all day. I would rather own the BB&M collab by Dwayne Dwyer than a Strider branded Strider. Well, I mean, Strike if it's Strider branded, it's a Strider, but you know what I mean. Then in SM, then in S&G. Let's check this poll. Yeah, I kind of figured that was an easy one. I'm surprised Dimco is as close. I'm really surprised Dimco is as high as it is. I thought Strider would be running away with it. We'll give that another couple of minutes because then I have another one that we are going to do. There's one model of Henry that was neat learned about it had an additional screwdriver in the back spacer section. Strider is one of my top 3 brands of knives. I love Striders. Hey, yay. I want a PM3 or a PM3. Wow. Take a drink. I want a Mac 2 3.5. So bad from McNeese. The Dixon and Mini Dixon are dope. I like them. I want a Mac. I want the Mac 2 more. Yay. I think can't you click a different one? Like I think you can click if you voted, you can change your vote. I think you might not be able to. Dimco and Strider are tied. Damn. Dimco and Strider are tied. Hinderer got a couple more votes than I expected. We're at 20 votes and get rid of one of these 4. Keep the other 3. Dimco and Strider are tied. 15V Warney PM3 though. Come on. Oh man. Give me a PM3 or Para 3 Warney and Tonto and I would be all over them. Man, that Warney. This size and that Warney would be so perfect. But I mean, with their Tonto blade, it would be sick too. I just think this coming all the way down would be sexy. Come on, guys. Dimco and Strider are tied. We need a tiebreaker vote. We need to see who we're getting rid of. And then the next one might ruffle some feathers. This one has surprised me. Despite everything I've heard, I still want to try a Spot Strider. No, I get that. The new ones have much better quality control. I sure hope so. Yeah, I love me some Dimco too. You love my Mac 2. Yeah, my Mac 2 Gen 2 3.5. That's what I want so bad. PM Mac 2 3.5 Purple Bronze Swerve Hollow Grind was the first American Grail I ever acquired. So awesome. Yeah, I think we got to keep Dimco, but I'm not voting. We need one more vote, folks. One more vote. Cripple Krew, we need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker to see if we're getting rid of Dimco or getting rid of Strider. And then we can do the next poll. I'm going to grab a couple of knives that are going to go up for the next poll. Yeah, that's what we will do. I've got 2 more American polls that I want to do. 21 votes and it's still tied? How is it still tied? Oh, because somebody give? I don't know. Well, this looks like our. Go for it, Sever. Go for it. Oh, at the end, Dimco pulled ahead. The original Holy Grail stays. Wow. The original Holy Trinity, I should say. The original Holy Trinity holds. This one I think will be a little tougher. All right. We're doing another American poll. I'm going to put these badass Grail knives safe. And now, would you get rid of Benchmade, Hogue, Kershaw, or Spyderco? Which one? I'm going to share this. It's an MC short. Oh, look at that gorgeous and cozy. I'm going to mute this. We're going to start it over. There we go. First, that's one sexy strider. Then, oh, look at this hinder. Flipper delete. Named Kosi, small and Kosi. We got another strider. Another hinderer. This is the Eclipse. And then, oh, it has a real front flipper. What the hell is that? That is the wildest and coasty I've ever seen. Wow. Yeah. Buzz Beast is like, nope. Yeah, and I would love, I mean, I would love to just spend a day in his collection. I think I need more than a day. I do need to check out an Alpha Beast. I do. California conservative. Hey, I just wanted to have some fun today, right? Do something a little different. Instead of just flicking and talking, wanted to debate. This one's going about the way I figured. Now, the next one, I have no clue how it's going to go. That Nkosi has a reblade? Yes. Yeah, that Nkosi was insane. Nobody's going to beat Benchmade in this one, it seems. It's pretty obvious. So, this next one that I think is going to be a little harder for people. And we will do. Here we go. It's another get rid of one pole. But without nearly such an easy option, I don't think. Because now we are talking about Heretic, ProTech, Microtech, and TRM. That is, to me, a tougher one. We will grab did I put that up there? I don't think so. We'll grab a few more TRMs to throw out since I don't have currently ProTech or Heretic. And I had, whoa, almost grabbed that a bad way. Not paying attention. That's not how you handle knives, people. Oh, there it is. One more Microtech. We got two microtechs here. We'll go bow. There we go. You know, I'm about it on the TRM. You know, I'm about it on the TRM. And I have recently discovered a love for microtech. Currently, some of my top grails are microtechs. A regular MSI, an M stitch, a stitch, all with the ram lock, of course, a SOCOM with the ram lock, all very, very, very high on my list. Meant to click Heretic. Yeah. Almost had color. The crazy shell said, yeah, the cell shade heretics are dope. I thought this one might run away with Heretic. Monster Hunter, have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your vacation, brother, and have a great day with Mrs. Monster Hunter. I'm gonna check the percentages on this one. And yeah, Heretic is. And the only reason one of those Microtech votes was on accident. Microtech should be at 6. I'm surprised TRM got a vote. Buzz Beast. It's a completely different design. Instead of 2 Omega springs on either side and a bar that goes over, this is a singular coil spring over a titanium bar that's on this swivel here. That screw, and not swivel, but this piece, that spring pushes this entire slide over the tang of the blade. Plus, you get very good contact with a fatty stop pin. So you have this slid over the tang of the blade, pushed over by that spring. Let's hold that up and get a better look. You can see it go over the tang of the blade there. How much it actually goes over and covers the blade. And it's a singular coil spring. Far less likely to fail than Omega springs. And I mean, you could technically probably take a spring out of a pin and cut it down and throw it in there if you did need one a fix in the field. But it's insanely solid, side to side, up and down. It's closer, much, much closer in operation to Spyderco's ball bearing lock. I mean, even though it's not pushing a ball over it's using the singular coil spring, closer to the way that their ball locks than a crossbar. Yeah, it's a big difference. And it is a definite different type of solidity feeling. Yeah, there is quite a bit of coverage over the tang of the blade. Let's see if we can show it to the side here without cutting ourselves on this very sharp blade. There's the tang. And then you can see that sliding right over. And then again, we have good contact here with this stop pin for extra stability. Fantastic lock. Don't talk about my ball locks. That was a secret. Yeah, there's no way Heretic's losing this one. Okay. Let's mix it up with something that might not be as obvious. Okay, now this new poll, I have no clue how this is going to end. But what we are now asking is, what's your favorite blade shape? Is it a drop point? Is it a sheep's foot? Is it a tanto? Nope, we're going to flip these because I want to show off the clip. Or, which one are we putting out? You know what? Instead of that tanto, we're going to put this tanto out. Or, are you horny for that warning? I guess that one looks more, that one's a little more sheepish. We're going to grab, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Sheep's foot warning. Here we go. That's a sexy showcase. Man, Sever, you can see by the pocket clip, I've been carrying the crap out of this knife. All the time. It was one of the few that went to Texas with me. Sheep's foot, your second favorite? Yeah, again, I only have 4 options, or I would have had harpoon, clip point, and spear point as well. I mean, even though harpoon isn't truly, because it can be, any blade shape can be pooned. If I could have had 3 more options, it would have got one. Well, how about we put out a sheep's foot with a little more belly? We'll use this for our sheep foot. How's that? A little more belly. A pooned sheep's foot at that. Be my own fluffer. That way. We can do it. We can do another one. Uh-oh. We got something. We got some other stuff too. We got some more pictures, it looks like, a few of them. But what did Sever send? Oh, shit. I just stopped and froze looking at this, folks. Our homie 77 always giving the Cripple Krew sneak peeks on stuff. Take a look at this upcoming collab. I really like how this in the scales mimics this in the blade. That, man, if these are external stop pins, I love that idea. And I love how chubby they are, especially if they are external stop pins. Double hollow recurves with a flat tip. Just wow. Wow. We will also take a look at what William Hornbostel sent us. Love his Tico, growing Tico collection. Looking good, my friend. Ooh, prototype for the new Recon. I like that. Dude, look at that. I like that drilled backspacer and then all this jimping on the frame. And the backspacer has the jimping. That's a great idea. I love the blade shape. The shape of that frame looks really cool with the milling around it. Hell yeah, I like this, homie. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. That's wild, homie. Oh, Beast of Burden. I like it. Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, yeah. When you get that reaction, it's before I can even show it to you. Yeah, that is wild, Saber. Matter of fact, we're gonna pull that up again. We're gonna pull it up again, Krew. Take one more look at the Beast of Burden. That chain is sick. That milling, if they can pull that off, will be wild. Is this? I don't want to ask because you probably can't say the name of who it's with, so I'm not even going to ask. I mean, I assume this is with Katuo or Right, but if you can't say, don't worry about it. That's just gnarly. That's what I was asking, but he may not be able to say right now. Kurt White, what's up, homie? Won't be with Katuo. Okay. Fair enough. That's gonna be fun to sharpen. That's one you definitely gonna improve your skills on, right? Or that's one I would send out to somebody else. Truly, I would send that one to somebody for sharpening. I have some knives that I would send to people for sharpening. This is one. A lot of my Tontos, when they need it, will probably go in a batch because I don't want to lose that secondary tip. Neebs bail me out. So I got a package in the mail yesterday and I had to record opening it. Cripple Crew Inc. members will see that video tonight. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Everybody else will get access to it tomorrow morning. But I had fun with it. I hope you guys did. Bringing up Jared, bringing up Neves reminded me. You'll see why in the video. I probably just need to spend some time with a couple that I don't mind learning on. A couple of budget Tontos. More of a Warney sheep's foot drop point, clip point type of sharpening. A little easier for me. Well, let's check. Favorite blade shape. Looks like it's going to be drop point. Definitely one of the most versatile of those. And then, just because we have a few more, we can do um trying to think. Oh, here we go. All right. Y'all were dropping a couple other shapes that weren't options. So we will check from this list real quick. This will be a shorter poll, I'm sure. But I bet. I love the shadow from TRM, and I am so happy, so happy that they brought it back at Blade Show Atlanta. And I have kept it. I've put it off because I fell in love with this knife with the Concord Grape micarta, and it's OG. But Marianne has offered to upgrade this to a titanium shadow if I send it to her. And I think I'm going to have to do it to go with the rest of my TRM collection. You like that list? Man, trying to remember. Like the only non-army time I went to the strip club was a homie's bachelor party, That would have been 24 years ago. Wow, been a minute. Never really was my thing, but oh, that sound. Ting. So glad that mirror DLC is getting to be a normalized thing now. I'm telling you, keep an eye out for a couple of knives coming out and soon from Monster, because their mirror DLC is beautiful. We'll show the beard, not the face. There we go. We got all the way down to here. And then up to where it is. I'm gonna do it without showing my face. There, that's all beard. Who wants to go to the steakhouse and not have steak? That word. The Monster Spectrum. This is the only one so far that they've put the mirror DLC on. But stay tuned. Monster's mirror is beautiful. Oh, Monster is beautiful. And I'm looking forward to representing them again at Blade Show West. I want to see where our pole is sitting. Poon and Bowie are fighting. Poon and Bowie are fighting. If I would have put Pooned Bowie, well, most Bowies were pooned. One of my favorite Bowies. Did I put it away? I had it out a little while ago. All-time favorites is that DC Blade C-Toe. This is their most EDC friendly knife because all of their stuff is wild, normally made for beef jerky defense. And they wanted to do an actual EDC knife that people would carry, but that was still very tactically focused. And they nailed it with this one. I'm going to grab another wild one from them. And the price on this one was insane. The Glaurung from DC Blades is another fire knife. And this one's a budget knife, like an $80 knife. Gets even cheaper depending on which scale material and blade finish you have. This is the more expensive version at like $80 with the DLC blade, 14C28N, and the silver twill carbon fiber. They also have a black carbon fiber that I think has a satin, and then a G10 version. But you've got a compound ground, harpooned, recurve clip point. This is such a fun knife. DC Blades does some really cool stuff. Looks like Bowie took the win on that one. Yeah, the blade cutout, the fuller on this is well, you're probably talking about the fuller on this one. Yeah, the blade cutout on this is also great because it's perfect for flicking. Yeah, DC Blades does some awesome stuff, and they're really cool dudes. Tier 1 gear and old squirrel knives. Plus, they have a sick logo. Tell you what, they did give you a hell of sharpening life on that wicked blade. So, Cripple Crow, I'm gonna double check the Instagram, see if we've got any more cripple carries that I missed. It doesn't look like it. You know what? We're gonna do one more poll. One more poll. And here's one more poll. Our last poll of the day. What is the most you have ever spent for a knife? Is it under 50? Under 100? Under 250? Or over 250? Hey, it's anonymous. Ha. I know Sever's answer is he's got to take the over. And I think the over is going to be a little more than might have been expected a couple of years ago. Man, Miguron does such a phenomenal job on all the DC Blades OEM work that they have done. I know they've also worked with Shieldin, but their Miguron stuff is fire. Gracchus, ATW, Tyke it too. Yeah. Lion, not a sheep. What it do, homie? What it do? We've been running polls all day long. We got a new poll up about spending on blades. Interested to see. So far, it's looking like the over. Knife Buyers Anonymous. But first, don't think I've seen one under 500. TCal Ops Hawk and Gracchus Tie were your most expensive. Word. The top right. Oh, this is the DC Blades Glaurung. You can pick this up on the DC Blades website, ranging from $69 to $89. They have G10 black carbon fiber, and then this silver carbon fiber. I think I said DLC, but I think this is this is a PVD, I believe. I don't remember what they said, and I'm not going to scratch it right this second. It looks like a PVD. This silver twill is the most expensive at either 80 or 89. 14C 28N, compound ground, harpooned, recurve clip point, Tonto. Recurve clip point Tonto. And Miguron OEM, titanium pocket clip. You've got the awesome geared back spacer. I really like the stuff from DC Blades. All of my knives cost 25. What's up, Fed Harrison? The man, the myth, the legend. Good to see you, brother. Most I've paid was a G Note. On a cold steel Tonto. The bar is at $400 right now. Yeah. The most I've dropped on one time at a knife was $365 on this right here. This is not the most expensive knife in my collection. It's the most expensive one that I paid for. The others were either gifts, samples, or trades. But this is the most expensive knife I've ever purchased. The most expensive cost me a year in jail. Clint Crosby been racking up the giveaways. Hell yeah. Love to see the Cripple Krew with good luck. And yeah, under 250, or I mean over 250 is running away with it. That shows we definitely love our knives. Over 250 absolutely took that pull. Folks, Boz has been working on a Cripple Krew Discord. Neither one of us is very good at Discord. Don't expect much yet, but that will be available in the not too distant future for folks to join in on. A 1-inch punch blade on licensed property. Oh, damn. Yeah, the most expensive knives in my collection would be the Boker M4 Sherman knife, and my custom from South Africa, and my Mike Irie custom hollow ground 3D lizard skin tie TRM Atom. That was a trade. This was a gift. And the M4 Sherman from Boker was a gift sample from Zach in the Wild. Damn. Well, I don't know. This actually would be less expensive, I think, than my hand forged copper my Caius. This is definitely one of the most expensive knives in my collection. His hand forged stuff. Cosmo, obviously, when he's doing Damascus. But this was a gift from my brother Clayton. All right, Cripple Crew. We are going on 3 hours and my throat is killing me. I really had fun today. We had some interesting and surprising answers in the polls. Yeah, that's one I want so bad, brother. We had some very surprising answers in the polls. But I had a blast kicking it with y'all. And I always appreciate you spending your weekend time with us, with the Cripple Crew. I know the weekends are hard. Let's see the photo. Oh, wait. On the Edge EDC with the full DLC Spyderco Edgerati. Yeah, that one is high on my list. Such a good looking knife. Absolutely love it. Don't forget, Cripple Crew, your mentals are important. If you ever need to talk to anybody, feel free to reach out. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit up so much of the Cripple Crew. You can email me. If you need to chat, if you just need to talk about what's going on, if you got something going on that the crew can help with, I don't know. Let me know. Your mentals are important. And I love all of y'all. So y'all are important to me. Don't suffer in silence. Have a killer weekend and make sure you check the Knife Tube schedule because we got homie Ron Crow, we got homie Luke Tex, we got G-Ball, we got Saturday Nap Lab, we got Napaholics, we've got there's more than that today, just today. Tomorrow we've got Barbie, we've got Aries. Always good to check the Knife Tube schedule. And hope to catch y'all in the lives. Until next time, Cripple Crew. Yeah, no Clayton this week. Until next time, Cripple Crew. Stay safe. Stay frosty. Most importantly, Cripple Crew, stay freaking deadly.